Hi guys, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm High Priestess Ella. For those of you who are new, if you've just stumbled upon my channel, your guides and keepers have led you here for a reason. I'm a medium, so I channel most of my reading. If you're a part of my community and you're back here with me to share in my energy, it's always lovely to have you. Thank you so much to all of you for your support, for your kind comments, for your likes, and for sharing my videos. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I'm going to be doing a reading that is slightly different. This is a timeless reading, but I've started collecting different questions that I believe my subscribers might want to have answered. And of course, if there is a specific question that you have that you'd like me to do in a reading, then just comment below and I will add it to my collection. What I'm going to do and what I'll do every now and then is I'll just pick one out of my box. We'll allow Spirit to guide us and we'll just do a complete freestyle reading where we will answer this specific question for you guys. Okay. The purpose of these readings are always to support you, bring you clarity, bring you answers on your journey, and to help you on your path in relation to love and relationship with yourself. I predominantly do love readings. I do on this channel, but I can do others as well. So anything, like I said, if there's something specific that you would like, that you guys think would make for an interesting reading, then you can just add it to the comments. It is to serve, it is to guide you on your journey, to bring you clarity and not to hinder. Okay. Let's take a look at see what question we're going to be asking today. Very good question. So Spirit wants us to take a look at bringing you up to speed with regards to what is coming in towards you. Are you ready for what is coming towards you? Because you know what? We don't want to receive our meal before it is time to have it. We don't want to have it when we're hungry or when we're not ready for it. You know, it's the idea of something is always nice. And we can look forward to something, but if we're not ready for it, then it really becomes an unpleasant thing. It is really like eating when you're already full, or when you're not feeling well, or when you're not in a place where you can enjoy it. And that's just the analogy that's coming to mind for me. But it's the same with anything. If you're not in the mindset of readiness for whatever is coming towards you, even if the idea of it is really nice, and very often this is what happens. We fantasize about, dream about, think about an ideal, and we do so as if, you know, with that particular ideal situation or person coming into our lives, it is just going to transform everything and line up with that coming in, and it doesn't work that way. You're the foundation. You have to be ready, and often good things come into our lives when we least expect it, and because we've created a lifestyle, a foundation, circumstances that are not conducive to that which is coming in, we find ourselves not being compatible with that which we've always wanted. Is that making sense? So Spirit wants us to take a look at whether or not where you are at this moment, and are you ready for what is coming towards you. And I'm curious I want to take a look at what is it that's coming towards you. What is it? So this is a prediction style reading. I'm going to pick a card, and I'm going to do 3 piles. Okay, I'm going to do 3 piles. So yeah, let's go with the Goddess Tarot. Spirit. We have been guided to take a look at whether or not my collective is ready for what's coming in towards them, for what's coming into their lives. Please reveal to us what it is that is coming into their lives, into their experience, and whether or not they are compatible with that which is coming towards them, and if not, how they can best line up with it, with the energies. What is it that my collective can look forward to? And how can they make the most of that which is coming towards them? Okay. So I'm doing 3 separate piles. 1, 2, or 3. I always ask that you guys take a few deep breaths, settle into your intuition, and ask your guides and keepers to guide you through this reading, to help you to know which deck, which pile is for you, and throughout the reading to give you clarity as the messages resonate with you, to help you to know what is for you and what is not, so that you don't waste your time pondering on or trying to make something fit that doesn't. But most importantly, so that you grasp the messages that are meant for you in a way that you are able to understand it, that you grasp it with clarity, and that it resonates without a doubt. Okay. So, you've chosen your piles. Let's take this. We are taking a look at what is coming in towards you, and are you ready for it? What is your level of readiness for that which is coming towards you? Thank you, Spirit. What is it that's coming towards? What is it that's coming towards my collective? Pile 1. Right. So we're starting with pile 1. Right. So, what is coming towards you is, for my pile 1, Spirit says that you are moving towards a period in your process in which you are going to go inwards on a spiritual journey. There is an awakening up ahead now. You might feel as though you've been going through an awakening. But for those of us who are on the spiritual journey, we know that we have different levels of awakening. What is coming into your experience is regarding relationship with self, relationship with the divine, relationship with source. Remember, that is at the heart of everything, of our experience. And what is happening for you, what you're moving towards, is a period of solitude and isolation where you are really going to go within. Spirit says that for the most part, even though you've been going through these different levels of awakening, and you've been learning, and your intention has been to grow, your life has still been convoluted with relationship stuff, external things. And your guides and keepers are guiding you towards deep introspection, solitude, going on a journey into. So for some of you, this is a dark night of the soul that's coming towards you. Something is going to, and if you are in a relationship, it is very likely that you are moving towards spending time in separation or apart, where you are focused on just you, where you get to that point where you go into hermit mode. You are removed from all the distractions, and you go on this journey within. It could, as I said, could begin as a result of a very uncomfortable situation where perhaps there's a separation or a breakup. It could be temporary. It could also be a finality in a relationship or a connection or a situation, wherever it is that you've been over-investing, whatever it is that holds you somewhat apart from just being with yourself. Whatever it is that takes you away from the person in the mirror, where you find yourself constantly giving away parts of yourself or losing yourself in other situations because you still are looking for love in all the wrong places. You're still searching for your truth externally. That is not where it is found. It is found only within. And you've been searching for love, and you've been wondering what it is that why do you feel like you just keep missing the mark? Why is it that you feel that even though that's the one thing you want, it is missing, it is absent? Why do you find, for this pile, Spirit is saying to me, many of you have found yourself constantly feeling as though you need to compromise, as though the more you try and find harmony, peace, resonance, and love in a relationship, the more your free will is compromised. The more you find yourself trying to fit into whatever mold it is that you think is going to make this person see you more worthy of love. You give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give yourself away over and over and over. And you know this. And you've been asking yourself the question, when is someone just going to love and accept me? When am I going to be enough? And in asking the question, there lies the answer. You will only be enough when you are enough for you. And when you understand the value of your higher purpose, and that you cannot compromise why you've come here in order to be loved by someone else, and that is too high a price to pay, and that is too much to ask, and that it is not the prerequisite for being loved. Serve your higher purpose. Embrace your free will. Embark on the journey inward into the fullness of all that you are. Go and meet with your inner crone. Go and meet in that sacred space with your spirit guide, with your spiritual mentor, with your spiritual coach, whatever that may be in those woods. Spirit is also saying to me that you do have a grandmother or a mother figure that's been coming up for you a lot. And you might even have experiences where you see things that remind you of this person, or you smell this person, or you experience aromas that remind you of things that she would do. She is with you, knowing that you are preparing to embark on this journey. Do not give up on your desires and your hopes and dreams regarding a stable, loving relationship. You do already have someone that is right for you. But this process that you're entering into is to help you to get ready to be right for the connection. So the number 9 is coming up for me, and what this, it confirms that there are people, friendships, situations, relationships that are going to come to an end here. Things are going to, it might come with surprise, but something's going to happen that is going to reveal what this really is. What these connections, friendships, or situations really are in your life, and it's going to make it easier for you or leave you no choice but to walk away. How ready is my pile 1 for this? How ready is my pile 1 ready for this? Okay, Spirit is saying, not really. You're not wanting to let go, and this is why it's at the point now where it's going to happen for you, because you've known you needed to let go of certain things a long time ago, and you've been holding on. And so the idea of this, already you're in a state of sadness and grief, and this is going to definitely result in sadness and heartache. But the good news is that you can then begin to heal your heart chakra as you embark on this journey and move towards real love, because this was going to end this way regardless. You do feel stuck. You feel as though you've been stuck in a loop. You feel as though you've been stuck in a situation or in situations. You feel as though you have to be where you are. It's not true. You've just been in a mental prison and you've just been blinded. You can set yourself free. What you have been doing in the meantime whilst you've been in the situation is you've been sowing energetically into these relationships and these connections, and now it is your turn. That is why the universe, your guides and keepers, are removing these blockages and these hindrances in your life that show up in the form of relationships, people, and also the mindset and the associations that you have that have attracted these situations into your life, the vibration and the frequency. So it might not be what you want, but you are going to be so grateful that the universe has your back and that you are being guided towards this now. Because Spirit is saying to me, you've wasted too much time. What is coming towards you is real love. Is agape love. It's the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, you see, we spend our entire lives searching for love in the wrong places, outside of ourselves, with other people. And to me, the Ace of Cups is symbolic of you going through a process where you finally surrender. You embark on your inner journey, you connect with self, and you finally find yourself at the place where you realize that it's always been you. It's always been about you. It's always been about how your ability or lack thereof to love yourself. It's always been about where you are in relation to the bigger version of yourself, and that everything that you've experienced, all of the relationships, good or bad, all of the situations, has never been about those other people. It's always been about, they've just been the pointers trying to reflect what is going on in your relationship with self. And the Ace of Cups for me shows up when you've gone through a journey, when you've gone through a dark night of the soul. On the other side of this process, where you go through your journey into the dark, dense woods, to collect your medicine, to meet with your guide and keeper, to meet with your spiritual mentors, to really start taking your spiritual process serious, your awakening seriously. On the other end of that is the Ace of Cups, where you have become, you've gone through the process and you've become the cup. And now that love, that purity of, that pure vibration, that emotional well-being, that pure love, that agape, God-like love pouring down from the heavens pours directly into you because you are a worthy vessel. And you no longer search for love outside of yourself, but you overflow with love, and that which overflows from you pours into somebody else as well. And that's when you attract somebody that is also that vessel, and they are also overflowing in love. So your person's not searching for love in you. You're not looking for love with them. You know and understand the source is self. The source is the part of you that is connected to the divine. It pours, fills you from the heavens. You don't look to that other person for your happiness. You don't look to someone else to fulfill you or to validate you. You know who you are. You've gone through the process of becoming so incredibly valuable in your own eyes and understanding your worthiness. And this stream of love from the heavens just keeps flowing and flowing. How can there ever be any lack of love again? That is what is coming into your life. And Spirit is saying right now you're not ready for it, but that is why your guides and keepers are guiding you into a process where certain things are closing. You're going to go into a bit of a dark night of the soul. You're going to feel heartbreak. You're going to feel probably abandoned because you felt like you were stuck, and now suddenly you're not going to be stuck anymore. And you're going to have to deal with you and be with you. But what a sweet, pleasant medicine. That is very, very bitter initially. It is your journey within the dark night of the soul, doing your shadow work, is a profound experience. It's like giving birth. It is extremely painful, but you would do it again in a heartbeat because of what you give birth to, you know. I want to see if I can get a time frame. Let me take this one. A sort of time frame for this. I just want to see. So Spirit is saying right now where you act, this love, this is a divine, this is a new opportunity, this is a new love coming into your life. This is a soulmate connection. This is a powerful spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical connection. And it's going to be so different to anything you've ever experienced. Are you ready for it right now? No, which will answer your question, well, why is it not here yet? Spirit said right in the beginning, your journey to prepare you and to line you up with your readiness is solitude, isolation, focusing on self, removing all the distractions, removing relationships or situations from your life that hold you apart from yourself, in which you constantly have to give yourself away because where you're in a state of fear and doubt all the time, lower vibrational energy. Just to be there, you've got to be in the drama, and you've got to try and make yourself fit constantly. So you're not ready for it yet. It is going to be a process that is not going to be one that you are wanting to welcome. You would prefer if it could just come in and you could be happy, but I've already explained why that does not happen. We want so many things, but we're not always willing to become that which we want. This process is a process of helping you to become that which you have been asking for. So this person is going to come into your life experience. For many of you, the time frame that I'm getting here is you're gonna embark on this process, and I think people have an idea, people think a spiritual process is, let me spend a month or two just doing yoga and meditating and reading spiritual books, and after that everything's going to be okay. No, guys, no. A spiritual journey, my personal one, was something, you know, like my dark night of the soul, where I was constantly in the woods, going back and forth, collecting different medicine. Was 7 years. I'm still on a journey, but now my journey is different. It's evolved. Spirit is showing me a time frame of about 4 years. Okay. In the meantime, of course, you might wonder, well, am I going to be single for all that time? Maybe that would probably be the best thing that you can do, because from what Spirit is showing me is there's a tendency to lose yourself in relationships. You're going to, your journey is going to be longer if you don't. When I started to seriously embark on my journey, where I went through the process of doing the dark night of the soul, the shadow work, and individuating with self, the different parts of me, I stayed single for 2 years. That was my time frame. I didn't even entertain the idea of dating or of seeing anyone in that capacity. I made myself the focus, and initially it wasn't easy. But I was adamant, because I decided I'd wasted enough time going from one relationship to the next and just recycling my experiences. And I needed to go through the cleansing process, and I needed to go through a process of really, really re-merging with all the parts of me. That went from 2 years, and it became more. So right now 4 years might sound like a long time, but you can extend it depending on, you know, how any hindrances that you allow to come in during that time period, and that's okay. Whatever you choose to do, it is your journey. But Spirit is showing me 4 years. So even if you do decide to date or to see other people, it's not going to be this person, not until 4 years. So you might as well not waste your time, not until around that period, I think, of at least 4 years. And if you force a relationship before that, just because you're too afraid that you're going to miss out on something, then the time frame might even be extended. But even if someone comes in, people are always teaching you something. If you view that dating scenario as an opportunity to learn and grow, and not as you investing your entire future in this person and all that you have, then they could even, whoever comes in before that or prior to that, could even contribute to you expanding really quickly, so that you can line up and be ready for the person, your soulmate, to come into your life. Okay. So we are moving on. And guys, if you're interested in a personal reading, perhaps you would like to take a closer look into the situation, or into your situation, make sure that it is actually your message. You can contact me. My email address is in the description box below. We are moving on to pile 2. Okay. So pile 2, we're taking a look at what is happening for you. What is coming in towards you, and how ready are you for it? Not bubblegum readings, not bubblegum messages here, real stuff, okay? As you guys know, I don't sugarcoat. So something's coming towards you. You've obviously been asking for it. Are you ready for it? And let's see what Spirit reveals. Love. Pile 2, love is coming in towards you. Are you at peace? Okay. That is your indication that you are somewhat lined up with what is coming. This is a new opportunity in love. This is a powerful connection, a kindred spirit, equal give and take. Doesn't matter what your age is, it's going to feel like young love. This person really, really gets you. This person could already be in your life. Okay. Let's see what else Spirit reveals. Or it's someone that's coming in, but this energy is already in this person is already in your energy. So what that means is I can feel them energetically. They might not physically be in your energy yet, but they are energetically there. Okay, yeah, that's confirmation for me. Pile 2, prepare yourself for twin flame union. If you're not a twin flame, if you haven't met your twin flame yet, no, that doesn't even make sense. Pile 2, so far, there have been challenges here. You've already met this person. This activation has already happened. There's been very possibly there's been separation, or more than one, or some form of separation. Very strong twin flame energy here for me. You guys have had challenges, but there's a coming back together. Very, very deep love, deep spiritual connection. Even though there's been separation, you guys have, remember now with twin flames, there is no such thing as separation. On a soul level, you are connected, you are one. So you're always in union. That's why you always feel as though you are connected even when you are apart, and time doesn't feel the same. Even if a year has gone by, or more than a year, it doesn't feel that long. It feels like that person is still right there in your energy. I'm sensing that union is really, really close. The divine masculine sees you, has always seen you, but is really, really able to face the truth of this connection. Ready to give you a balanced give and take. At peace with, Spirit is saying, where they were very overwhelmed and worried and fearful and not trusting self and not trusting you and not knowing what to believe. Now they're at peace about what this connection really is. Is my pile 2 ready for this? Absolutely. You've been ready. You show up as the Empress, which is the divine feminine. Male or female, take it as it resonates. The land is fruitful. All is new. There is abundance. There is well-being. You are connected to every aspect of who you are and of nature and of the spirit realms, Mother Earth, everything. You are so connected to your person. Your person, this divine masculine, is at the stage where they are fantasizing about you guys having a child together. The two of you are ready to ground this connection in the 3D. A new start. Clarity. Love. devotion, passion, peace. Where there was conflict, or there's been conflict between the two of you, Spirit is saying there is peace now. Peace is here. There is abundance, there is celebration, there are flowers. Spirit is saying, I see you being showered with lots of flowers. Flourishing, fruitfulness. There's a child involved here, or there will be a baby. There's a spirit baby involved here. There's a spirit baby energy here. Wow, this is amazing. Just give me more about this divine masculine, please, Spirit. So Spirit is saying you've been doing the work. You're ready. And if you're ready, that means your person's ready, because remember, for twin flames, they are your alter ego. So whatever is active and dominant in your energy, they mirror that. So if you have questions about your twin flame, you just need to look in the mirror. This divine masculine's been working. They've been working towards to get to this place. And your divine masculine wants to work on this and work on it in a stable, solid way, understanding the value of what this connection is. You have been manifesting this. You have clarity about how Spirit is saying, keep doing that, keep doing what you're doing, where you allow yourself to paint a picture in your mind of how this is going to look, where you allow yourself to journal and write the story, where you allow yourself to feel into the picture and the painting and feel the joy and feel the happiness and feel the love, even though you don't have all the details or the specifics, because you trust that your guides and keepers, that the universe is taking care of that. Anything else here? I mean, this is self-explanatory. These are two lovers. Met one another, recognize self in one another. You understood intuitively what this is. Deep emotional connection, strong emotionally. The both of you manifested this. You came together, you activated one another. Instant recognition, deep connection, telepathic communication, all of the twin flame signs. Then something happened here, obviously, because that is part of the process where separation comes into place. And this divine masculine walked away from this because they were feeling overwhelmed and they were emotionally unfulfilled in a situation. And they projected their emotional lack onto you. This person walked away and left you brokenhearted. But the love and the connection, this is the kind of connection that you only find once in a lifetime. And it doesn't mean that means you must only be with that person. You can be with the soulmate, and it can be beautiful but different. But for the two of you, this is what both of you desire. This is what you have been manifesting. And this divine masculine's been doing the work so that they can become. I feel as though this masculine recognized that you were Queen of Cups, and they were not in the King energy. And understanding that they still have so much work to do, and the separation was necessary here for both of you to expand and grow. There was this masculine blocked you or ghosted you or something to that effect. And now they're ready to take a leap of faith, which they wanted to do initially, but this is part of the process. As I always say, we want things, but are we ready for it? This process, this very painful process of separation, dark night of the soul, the twin flame connection is a spiritual awakening. Very, very painful, very, very intense. You feel as though you're losing your mind. You're obsessive. You are in agony. You cannot eat. You cannot sleep very often. It's quite something. But it is the melting away of the ego, and that is what needed to happen so that you and your masculine could line up with the readiness of the powerful connection that you have. Because even though it came in and it activated your spiritual awakening, you were not yet ready to be able to bear or embrace, honor this deeply spiritual connection. Still too much in the ego. Yeah. So it's been tough, but it's been good, and both of you have clearly come out. Right now, you guys are in a good place vibrationally within yourselves. This is for those of you who are happy to. You're happy. You have a deeper understanding for what this is. You respect your divine masculine's process. You love them unconditionally. The conditions don't matter whether they're with you or not. There's evolution here for this pile too. And this person's coming in towards you. This is what's coming towards you. Yep. This is what's coming in towards you. And it's going to be harmony and peace, and it's going to flourish. If you are not yet at that place, then please know that that is what you headed towards, but obviously then your time frame is going to be different. I want a time frame for my pile 2s who are still finding themselves working through doing their shadow work, working through being obsessive about their divine masculine, working through the lower vibrational energies, working through the old paradigms. What is the sort of time frame for them for this coming in, this union? Thank you. So Spirit is not giving me a time frame. Spirit is saying, when you have when you've healed your heart chakra, then your union will come in. Okay, let's try again. Thank you, Spirit. Can you give me a sort of time frame for this? If my pile 2 go through the process of healing their heart chakra, what is the approximate time frame? Are you? Spirit is saying to me, that's free will, that's up to you. That depends on how committed you are and how much time and energy and how you invest in doing so. And you can set an intention to heal, but then you can still be going about your day-to-day life, or you can set an intention to heal and you can actually, so someone can say, I want to be mentally stronger and more secure. But if they don't actually go and sign up for the courses or go and see a psychologist, go to therapy, do what they need to do, the intention might be there, and they'll think about it every now and then when they knock their head a bit. Then they might read a book or they might do something, but it's going to take way longer. So let me use this analogy. I can decide that I would like to have a six-pack I'd like to have a six-pack. So what am I gonna do? I'm going to get, I'm gonna go to gym, or I'm gonna get a sport that I'd like to do, or I'll do sit-ups when I have time, or I can actually sign up and get a trainer and go to gym. The chances of me getting the results with the latter are greater, and the chances of me getting it sooner is also greater. And that's what I'm saying here. Spirit is saying you have free will. You need to decide how committed you are willing to be to yourself. But you have to. This is old blocked heart chakra stuff. This is not even. This is not about the twin flame. This goes way back. Be careful, because we have a metaphysical idea of healing where we constantly go and reactivate that which is actually in the past that we have negative association with, and it only makes the problem bigger. So be very, very careful. Allow your process to be based on ancient spiritualism, not on the metaphysics, because that's still ego-based. If that's what you feel you need to do to have a bit of an understanding of where you're at, then do what feels right for you, but don't stay stuck there. Yeah. Okay. And for those of you who are already at that place where you've done that work, you are at peace, you are happy, you love yourself, you don't feel loneliness, you don't feel empty, you are good because you are full, you are whole, irrespective of what anybody else does. You are looking at, in the next 3 weeks, in the next, between 3 weeks, it could be 3 weeks or 3 months. For many of you, you're looking at about 3 months, but it could be 3 weeks. Spirit is giving me both. Okay, so it's really, really close. Pile 2. This has been very specific to the twin flame collective. If you're not on a twin flame journey, then maybe this is not your pile. Perhaps you want to choose another one. Or maybe you don't even know you're on a twin flame journey. But really, you can't be on a twin flame journey and not know it. Just being activated by it. If you're the one watching this reading, then you're the positive polarity most likely, and then you will know. It's only the divine masculine that could be that could not have clarity or could not know. But the person that I've read this message for, these people know. Okay. So if you're interested in a personal reading, you'd like to take a closer look into your situation, my email is in the description box below. I'm going to move on to pile 3. Those of you who've chosen pile 3, we are taking a look at what is happening. What is it that is coming towards you? And are you ready for it? That's what we're taking a look at. So, for my pile 3, what's coming towards you is a new beginning, and Spirit is saying it's an offer coming towards you of a new beginning, and it's associated with a commitment. So perhaps a proposal, marriage proposal, or a proposal to move in together, or a proposal to take the relationship to the next level. It's a brand new beginning. So if you're not with someone, then they're coming in to offer you a relationship. If you are in a relationship, then your person's probably going to make you an offer of some form of commitment. So like I say, moving in together, or taking some sort of step together that just solidifies your connection as life partners. For many of you, this is a proposal. If you don't have anybody in your life, then it could be someone that is coming into your life where things will naturally progress to just higher levels all the time. So Spirit is showing me a situation in which a friend of mine was single for a while, more than 2 years, and then met this person. They clicked, they went home together, they never spent a night apart since then. And they got married, they got engaged after 6 months, and they got married within a year. And that's what I'm seeing. If you're not in a relationship, there's a solid commitment here. There is a stepping up of, there is So are you ready for this? Spirit is saying no. Some of you are still stuck in some sort of situation. Some of you are still imprisoned in the prison of your mind, where you might have decided it is better to just there's something that you've been focused on for a really long time. Obviously, it is as a result of an experience, and you allowed it to shape you. You allowed it to shape you, and you decided, and you've become very, very guarded. So there is a situation that you've been holding on to and that you've been waiting for, that hasn't come. Things just didn't change. What you don't realize is that the reason why you manifested that sort of situation in which you felt stuck for a really long time, where all you wanted was love and you were not getting it, and you've been feeling imprisoned in a particular situation. For some of you, you are still legally married even though you've been separated. You might feel as though your circumstances is what holds you, makes you feel blocked, oppressed, stuck. It's not, it's your mindset. You need to work on this. You need to line up with what is coming towards you. You need to set yourself free from this prison regarding what it is that you are passionate about. You might have decided that you're going to hold on to something because you believe in it, that's what you're passionate about, and it's become something that's held you back. There are some adjustments that need to be made here in your own energy vibration, in your belief system, in your mindset, in your expectations, and your understanding for how this works and who you are. There's definitely some processes, it's mental constructs for me. And it's also, you've been passionate about something figuring itself out, and it hasn't, and I don't think it's ever going to. This is something new coming towards you, but you've got to let it in. How do you let it in? You've got to set yourself free. Okay. Healing. The purpose of this has been for you to go through a process of healing, and for the most part you have. But you want something that works. You want something that's easy, that flows. You want a stable, loving connection. You want you don't want to be in a situation where you hide certain aspects of who you are, how you feel. You want the kind of connection that is public because you and your person are so proud of who you are. And that is what is coming towards you. But you have to set yourself free from this prison. You have to go through the healing process, your energy, heal your energy. Now, many people say, I have been doing the work. Yes, fine. So, you know, doing things on our own takes longer. Why? Because when you do things alone, you've got to climb up onto the scaffold, and then you've got to climb all the way down because now you need something else. Or up the ladder, there's no one to hold it. You lose your balance, you fall, you break your leg. Now you've got to allow your leg to heal for a while. Everything is better when we allow ourselves to be supported. And a spiritual awakening is one of the most, I don't know what people think. It is the most profound thing you will ever experience because you're awakening to who you are. And everything that you've known to be your reality, everything that you've come to understand is life, is destroyed. We go to school to learn how to function in the workplace. But when we go through a spiritual awakening, we expect to just do that like tra-la-la-la, whatever. You're going through energetic spiritual surgery. Would you want to be in the woods by yourself giving birth to your child? No, you'd want someone there that can help you in case you need it. Why not get the help? It doesn't have to be so difficult. It doesn't have to take so long. We don't have to be like the Israelites that were stuck in the desert for 40 years, going round and round in circles. That is why some of us have come forth with the ability to see, with the ability to guide, heal, teach. Yeah, at the moment, you're in a state of pause, trying to gain new perspective. Until you feel like I'm going to have to be here until someone comes to rescue me, or until something happens to miraculously turn everything around, and that's not how it works. You got to do this for you. What is the time frame here? If my POW 3s do decide to invest in, get a spiritual coach, get a spiritual guide, or a spiritual mentor, whatever it may be, sign up for various healing processes. If they embark on this journey of self-discovery, of lining up with this phase of their process, how long, what is the time frame for this new beginning to come into their life, where this is the connection, where this is the stable, committed, evolved relationship that is easy and just works well and makes sense? When is it going to come in approximately? Wow. For some of you, this is only going to be in the next 6 years. This soulmate is only going to come in the next 6 years, offering you this solid give and take. Is there some way that my collective can speed this up? Yeah, You got to commit to yourself. You got to individuate. You got to go through the process of remarrying the person within. You got to step up to a higher level of commitment in your own journey in relation to loving yourself, finding yourself, and being with yourself. Happiness will come in. And then let's see. Marriage, commitment. Right. And then we are looking at Spirit is saying some of you have already started lining up with this, and if you do allow yourself to if you do eat, sleep, drink, every decision you make line up with releasing yourself from self-imposed bondage, that means you open yourself up to receive the guidance that you need, because you're not going to be able to know. You can't expect to go into the dark woods in which you've never traveled before. It is dark, you can't see where you're going, and to just go in the right direction, you're going to go round and round in circles. But if you go in with the guide, someone that has been there, they will be able to light the way with the lantern and to direct you to where you need to go so that you survive and, most importantly, thrive. Gather the medicine that you need and make your way out. Then you are looking at a time frame here of 4 months. But you cannot be in the energy of going back and forth on yourself. You need to make a decision of the direction you want to go to, and you need to commit to it, and you need to make sure that every decision, every thought, every story you tell lines up with that vibrationally. 4 months. So, I don't know. That's what I'd go for. 6 years, 4 months. Pile 3, if this is something you're interested in, contact me for my coaching. I can guide you through this. I can help you with this. We all have free will. You get to decide what is best for you. Look, at the end of the day, you're going to get there anyway. Okay, it is destined. This person is coming towards you. You've manifested this. It is what you deserve. You can take the long path, the long road, or you can take the shorter path. Sometimes the long road, you might feel it's more scenic, and it doesn't really matter. What is time anyway? Trust your inner being. But you do have choices and you do have free will. And divine timing is not dependent on a source or a force outside of you. It is always your choice. It is dependent on how willing you are to line up with the vibration of that particular thing. So that's what divine timing is. This connection has an energy vibration. It is stable, it is committed, it is solid, it is love, it is knowing, it is clarity, it is harmony, it is joy, it is family, it is nurturing. The only way that you allow that in quicker is to become those things. You have to become stable without the conditions. You have to become easy. You have to become solid. Not be wavering because someone didn't text you, or someone posted a picture that gives you the impression that they've moved on with their life. Then you're not solid. You're wishy-washy. You are being blown in the wind by what other people are doing and other people's conditions. You see what I'm saying? You have to become nurturing, which means you have to care about how you feel. Your priority needs to be, where am I today? What do I need to do to make sure I'm okay today? How can I love myself a little harder today? What is it that I need to be the best version of myself today? Perhaps I need to take space from that. Perhaps I mustn't have that conversation. Perhaps I mustn't look at that social media page. Perhaps I need to read. Perhaps I need to meditate a little bit more. Maybe I should cook myself a beautiful breakfast and just bask in the joy that I am here and I'm alive and I'm happy. You get my drift? This will explain to you why we want things and they don't come. Because we are not willing to become that which we want, and you have to be a vibrational match. So as I said, guys, you are welcome to contact me, and if you do, I am obviously honored. It is what I've come to do. It is my work. But regardless of what you choose to do, your inner being is your greatest guide, and your inner being is constantly guiding you towards that which is best for you. And you can't get this wrong. Love and light to you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.